Behind Korea's elegance are scary dark sides that give us goosebumps. Ugly realities regarding underground norms have been aired to assist the public understand what Korean artists face behind the camera. Here are the negative aspects of the Korean music industry that affect artists in K-pop, including BlackPink, BTS, Twice, and others. Number 1. Sponsor contracts. There are several types of sponsor contracts in the Korean entertainment sector. One of the most common types of this is when sponsors take advantage of celebrities physically while promising them a host of advantages that would advance their careers. Many actors have the mindset of serious creative pursuits and desire to forge their own paths in the industry. If one day they unexpectedly get sponsorship proposals from well-known figures, they may experience a brief period of depression and lose trust in the direction they have chosen. Some of the artists who were required to serve strong people by the corporation have tortured themselves, which has seriously harmed their mental health. Some artists have made the decision to commit suicide at a very young age, sometimes even to liberate themselves. Jang Ja-yeon, the actress from Boys Over Flower, is an example. Her passing has caused a lot of sadness in the public while also serving as a wake-up call to the underbelly of Korean show business. Number 2. Slave contracts. Slave contract, what is it? It is considered as the darker side of the Korean idol business, which the majority of K-pop fans are unaware of. K-pop music has gained popularity for a number of years and is still flourishing on a worldwide scale. When it comes to its success, K-pop groups like BTS, BlackPink, Astro, Stray Kids, Twice, etc. are maximizing it. The majority of kids are obsessed with these idols. Some people can't even help but mock their sense of style, dance ability, and singing talent. These Korean idols didn't suddenly become famous, prosperous, or loved by their followers. Slave contract is one of several factors that are at play here. The management organizations are constantly looking for new talent that is keen to sign with them and make their debut in order to become the next K-pop star. They receive training during this period and are then signed to a slave contract, where the firm keeps 90% and the K-pop group receives 10% of the total. The only groups who have established themselves in the market, like BlackPink and BTS, are those that are able to negotiate the profit conditions when their contracts are renewed. Slave contract is a word used to describe a particularly unjust long-term contract that K-pop idols and their signed management companies entered into. It is incredibly insulting to humans just by the name itself. This is due to the fact that young people who aspire to be idols frequently get up in debt with these organizations. Additionally, the trainees are constrained by the slave contract to act in a particular way, dress a certain way, etc. In a nutshell, we can say that these contracts have a lot of control. This has mostly been observed among children between the ages of 12 and 15 who sign slave contracts and fall prey to traps. Not to mention that this process of exploitation sometimes lasts 10 or more years. Number 3. Weight loss. The majority of people feel anxious about their weight. However, the level of insecurity is far higher in the K-pop sector. Nearly all idols must adhere to a strict diet. Girl groups are supposed to be flawless. As a result, their agency assigns the majority of them a specified weight loss goal. Nine Muses, a Korean female group, once disclosed their paper cup diet, in which all of their meals had to fit within a small paper cup. Momo, a member of the girl group Twice, said during a live broadcast that she was instructed to reduce 7 kilograms in 1 week. She said that she exercised constantly and went the entire week without eating anything. Her body contained no water. She tried to go to sleep after laying down on the bed, but she woke up weeping because she was afraid she wouldn't wake up again. In particular, Jihyo, one of the candidates in 16, a competition for trainees to join JYP's new girl group Twice, was publicly fat-shamed by a photographer. Her reaction? Silence. In fairness, trainees were all actively attempting to work in a field that profited from both their bodies and their songs. Therefore, quiet was the only reasonable response. They had no option but to abide by the expectations of the business and their followers if they wanted to flourish in the sector. Number 4. High beauty standards. In Korea, being pretty means having a thin build, a tiny face, a V-shaped jaw, small lips, pale complexion, clear skin, and huge eyes. South Korea is renowned for having high standards for beauty. Every girl group in K-pop must be flawless. A trainee may even be advised to have plastic surgery if their natural attractiveness falls short of Korea's high expectations for beauty. Companies frequently suggest to their trainees to have plastic surgery before making their debut. K-pop stars are thought to be more attractive than the typical person in South Korea. Rapper Kim Eunmi, widely known by her stage name Crazy Grace, claimed that although not everyone chooses to have plastic surgery, most people do it anyhow. Grace said that during her training, the personnel frequently made remarks about trainees' appearance and treated those who were more pretty better. Many trainees would not hesitate to improve their looks in order to land a better job under this pressure. Number 5. Bullying scandal. Everyone wants to escape the dread of being a victim of bullying. Bullying affected many idols in K-pop as well. The members of the Korean girl group Ace of Angels are Jimin, Seolhyun, Chami, Kjong, and Yoona. Additionally, Yukyung, Mina, and Choa were previous members of Ace of Angels. After her contract expired in May 2019, Kwon Mina quit the group. Mina posted something unexpectedly for her followers. She said that Jimin, the group's head, had tortured her for 10 years, starting when they were trainees and continuing during her time as an Ace of Angels member. She said Jimin treated her harshly, which prompted repeated attempts at suicide. Jimin and other Ace of Angels members also paid a house visit to Mina to discuss the problems. Jimin apologized to Mina in writing via social media. However, some felt that her apologies were not genuine. Jimin's departure from Ace of Angels was announced by her management company, FNC Entertainment, on the same day. Even with knowledge of all these negative aspects, many people continue to pursue their aspirations and wait to make their K-pop idol debut. Even if it's currently the most popular music genre, certain changes are still needed. Number 6. Struggle to make money. Despite the fact that there are several K-pop artists, such as BTS, that earn significant money, the reality is that a big percentage of idols suffer behind the scenes. This is so that when they begin to labor, every idol has a debt to settle. Companies invested all of their resources in creating these idols, providing them with shelter, food, and financial support when they perform on stage. As a result, these idols have a significant debt that they must settle before they can start making a profit. However, it is quite challenging to reach that break-even stage. The amount of money that's invested into you is so much greater than, Christine Park, a former member of the girl group Lady, said, what one can hope to make over one's career. A K-pop group may accrue a debt of up to $500,000 for one K-pop release, which typically includes a music video, an album, and several promotional appearances, according to Song Jae-ho of the disbanded group Madtown. Even when this is divided among the group members, it is still a significant sum of money to repay, especially when paired with the debt from their time as trainees. The only K-pop groups who can often count on paying off these debts are those who are well-known enough to land big marketing agreements. Less well-known bands simply rely on record sales, ticket sales, and appearance fees to support themselves, even if these revenue streams are not as lucrative. One employee might only make about $7,000 during a promotional time, according to Song Jae-ho. Some K-pop stars work part-time jobs to help them make ends meet, such as serving tables or working construction. Number 7. Car crashes. Many K-pop celebrities have incredibly hectic schedules during a promotional time due to the necessity to earn money and settle these obligations, and it's common for groups to host many events in a single day. As a result, road managers who are in charge of transporting K-pop celebrities may drive more recklessly in an effort to keep things on schedule. Kim brought up the possibility that they may also be asked to go to other places, which would increase the strain on their supervisors. There have been several automobile accidents and wrecks as a result of the tremendous workload, some of which have been fatal. When their manager was driving too fast on a stormy night, the female group Ladies Code was involved in a collision. One of the band's 5 members was confirmed dead when they arrived, and another perished a few days later in the hospital. The boy band Must Be was involved in an accident more recently. The members involved were unharmed, however, their manager passed away shortly after.